All right, guys, I have three stocks that are going to break your brokerage account. I personally believe that these stocks that I'm going to be discussing in this video can go crazy just in the relative short term. But these stocks are not only short-term plays, they have an amazing longevity. They have an awesome long-term plan within the company's business model, within the company's business plans. But I believe that these stocks are going to be hot for the short term and in the long term, and that they can easily 2x by the end of the year. 100% sure. I am very sure of those two things. But I really believe that this thing could really take off. So you guys need to stay tuned for the rest of the video and find out what stocks I'm going to be talking about. All right, guys, before we get started in the video, yes, I'm giving you three of the best stocks, in my opinion, for the short term and long term, but give me your best stock. What is your best stock? If you could only buy one stock, what stock would that be? If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Myles and I have over 12 years of investment and trading experience. I have a lot of successes and a lot of failures, all of which I want to share with you. So if you're interested in stocks and cryptocurrencies, this is the channel for you. And make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you do not miss out on a single video that I put out, because each and every one of my videos, whether they're about stocks or cryptocurrencies, they are time crucial. They're time critical because I call out big plays before they happen. And I do that in my Patreon group, which is only $5 a month. But the Discord is free, so make sure you join the Discord. You can come chat with me. You can come chat with over nearly 300 members and come talk to us. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and break these three stocks down. All right, the first stock we're going to be talking about is Palantir. I'm sure you guys are already familiar with what Palantir does, with who they are, and that you've seen the news and hype of Palantir the last couple of days, that we have seen a major correction from $45. And let's take a look at how big of correction this thing saw. We are looking at a 45% correction. That is pretty common when we ever see like huge corrections. A lot of them just end up going down from the top of the wick to the bottom of the wick to around 45%. Just take a look at that in the future and you'll see that it's a pretty common thing. All right, so what we see here is we saw a massive sell-off, and this was due not to basically the negative quarterly earnings report, but this was mostly due because there was a lot of fear in investors and retail investors, and they were concerned about the share lockup expiration date, which happened, I believe, yesterday. And a lot of people were thinking that a lot of the shares that were locked up and prevented from being sold, that were going to be able to be sold, that they were going to be sold. So a lot of people were scared that a lot of people were going to sell off their Palantir stock, which a portion of them did. There was a great portion of them that did. But what that allowed for is a great buying opportunity right here at the $25 level. We saw this massive dip, which a lot of us got in. I got in a little bit higher than that. I got in around $30, but I still got in at the dip. But this thing is going to continue to go up. We saw a 15% day for Palantir, but we are going to see a massive day. We are going to see some massive movement the next couple of trading days and this next week. I truly believe that. Look at all of this buying volume. So we had ARK Invest purchasing Palantir stock, even knowing that the lockup expiration was going to happen. They bought in around right here, around $30. That's when I got in. They weren't worried about whether it's going to go down a little bit. No, longer term investments, people who are long in Palantir know that this thing is going to go to the moon. And that's why people have invested into it since $10. But I believe personally that Palantir, in the short term and in the long term, that we are going to see some massive gains. And that is because Palantir continues to get all of these contracts by governments, by companies around the world. They do data mining, data analysis. They are involved in the whole data science niche. But personally, what I can believe and what I see is happening to Palantir stock, and next week, it is possible that we can come up and continue this uptrend. We can continue the reversal from the downside to the upside. And I believe that we're going to come and test this level of support, $38. I don't know how long it's going to take for that to happen, but within the next week, within the next couple of weeks, we are certainly 100% sure, if we continue in an uptrend, which is very likely, we're having a lot of investors get back in because we're getting in at key levels. We're getting in this key level of support around $25. A lot of investors know that Palantir has so much good to offer, and that Palantir is going to be a several $100 stock in the future. That's why ARK Invest, that is why Cathie Woods is purchasing Palantir stock. But what I personally believe is that we're going to come and test this level 37. We're eventually going to make it up here, and then we're going to have to test this level of 44. So these are two key levels that we have to look for, and I believe that we could certainly surpass those in the short term and in the longer term towards the end of the year. All right, the next stock I want to talk to you guys about is BIONANO GENOMICS. I've been riding this thing since $5, and this thing continues to go up and up and up and up. Look at this uptrend. We are continuing to trade, and we're most likely going to continue. There's no reason for us not to continue this upwards trajectory. But what I believe is going to be happening for BIONANO, we saw a big correction here from $15 to about $13.58. And let's go ahead and take a look at how much of a correction that was. So that was about a 20% correction. BIONANO has the fuel and the capability of moving 20%, 30%, 40% in a single day. This is nothing. This is just a healthy correction. It is a healthy retracement in a positive, strong bull market and uptrend. So I personally believe this coming week with BIONANO, I believe BIONANO is having a medical symposium event like we had similarly, in January, and they were able to report all of these results. We have another medical event coming up very soon, within this next week or the week after. I'm not too sure exactly, but this is going to be happening very soon, and this is an awesome opportunity to buy in before a lot of these results are read and spoken out loud by these doctors and these people who use the Sapphire machine, which is a machine that BIONANO basically sells, and they rent out. That's part of their business model. But their technology is super revolutionary, and they are able to detect structural variants through long sequencing and through a lot of their sequencing of the genome. They're able to detect a lot of things that other traditional genomic sequencing machines are not able to do. And this is very important, and that is why BIONANO has risen from basically 50 cents to this current level. And I believe that we have so much more room to grow. And I called out each of these breakouts for BIONANO GENOMICS, and I believe that we could easily hit $20 within the next 30 to 60 days. So that is why I am including BIONANO GENOMICS in this list of 3 stocks that you should buy now, because I believe, based on technical analysis, but also the events, some of these catalysts that are going to be occurring for BIONANO GENOMICS, which is going to 100% bring out great and positive news, that I think just those news catalysts, the company has raised a lot of money, something we also need to be aware of, because they could do another direct share offering any moment. But those share offerings only bring red for a day, and they immediately get bought back up very quickly, which is a great sign. And there's a lot of institutional investing in this company. So there's a lot of big institutions that have put big money in this company because they believe in the long term and in the short term that BIONANO GENOMICS is a winner. This is a home run in my opinion, and I believe we could probably see $40 to $50 by the end of the year, and that within the next 30 to 60 days that we could see $20, because we are continuing in an uptrend. We saw a little correction here, a 20% correction, but ever since we corrected, we have gone up. And I called that out in my premium options trading group. I called that out in my Discord and my VIP trading group. But I believe that we are going to see some massive gains for. All right, the last and final stock I want to talk about is NIO, ticker symbol NIO. Now, NIO is the Chinese EV vehicle maker in China. They are similar competitors to Tesla, but they are in a different niche. They're not consumer electric vehicles like Tesla makes. They make luxury electric vehicles, and their technology, I believe, in my opinion, far surpasses Tesla. However, NIO has been on such a tear, being at $2 last year, and to hitting nearly $70. And since we hit $70, we have since then retraced and corrected. But look, we're consolidating in this channel between $67 and about basically $55. So what is next for NIO? NIO has amazing earnings reports. If you look at all of their earnings reports, they generally do incredible numbers. Of course, it's China, but they do incredible numbers and they far surpass expectations, which when those reports are read, when those reports come out, we see massive gains, 20, 30 to 40% gains on a single earnings report. So I am carefully waiting like a sniper to find the best entry to get back into NIO, because I know this thing 100% is going to far surpass our level of resistance at $60. And that in the future, within 2 to 3 years, there is a lot of institutional investing, by the way, but I believe in the future that by 2 to 3 years, we could see possibly $300 per share for NIO, because they're expanding to the European markets. There's talks of NIO expanding to the US markets, and I personally love their vehicles. They have incredible vehicles, some vehicles that can travel over 600 miles on a single charge. Now, Tesla can no way compete with that yet, but I personally believe that NIO is a home run. So it is very possible that this is going to be our level of support and we're not going to surpass it. But we have to see with confirmation what is going to be happening within the next couple of days. It is very possible that we can come down and test this level of support, which is $50. And if we can hold $50, that will be a great sign for NIO. But then again, our next level of support is going to be in this box right here, and that is at the $43 level. So it is possible that we can come down and test this, and we can also come down further. Yes, even further, we could drop to $43. That is not very likely, especially with the anticipation of the quarterly earnings report. So I personally believe, just my guess, my feeling, that we are going to use this level of support, $52 that we touched here, but we are going to continue this level of support where we are in this purple box, and this is a buying box, a box that provides for us a discount and a buying opportunity. And I would ride this thing up to about $62, and we're going to come and test $62. It is possible that after the earnings report that we can far surpass this. We'll surpass 64, and we're going to come up and test 67. But each of these could become our new level of support, which we can trend for a little bit, consolidate, move up, consolidate, move up, consolidate, and then break further levels of support in the future. So my price prediction, just within the next 30 to 60 days, is that I personally believe that NIO, we could see NIO certainly hit $64 to $67. I think within the next 30 days that NIO could be $65 to $70. By the end of the year, I believe NIO will be over $100. Particularly, I believe NIO will be $120 per share. So if you guys like today's video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you are interested in a channel that puts out stocks and cryptocurrency videos daily. But remember, my videos are time crucial. They are very important. I call out big plays before they happen. So if you want to chat with me, if you want to get my stock alerts and all of that, make sure to join the free Discord, and the link for that is below. And I will see you guys tomorrow.